And we're live. Shelly's asking me if I ran the intro or not.
I don't know.
So let's pretend we didn't. See you in a second.
Oh, I don't even know if I...
This is a real... All right, now we're back for reals.
For reals.
For reals. And man, has it been an epic adventure since we last talked to you guys.
Yep.
Shelly had asked me to put some statistics together about our journey since June, because we didn't do a live stream last month. And I didn't get a chance to do it. As a matter of fact, I just got the camera mounted for this live stream. I sat down and got the notification to go live. So I didn't get those stats together. Maybe we'll get those. Maybe I'll be able to put something together while Shelly's talking. We'll see. But thank you guys for being here. We got a lot of stuff going on and a lot of stuff to talk about. And we're very excited about some of the things we're going to talk about and some of the things we're going to tease about. So with that, I'm going to hand it over to Shelly to say the hellos to people.
Okay. All right. We are going to say hello to, let's see who was first. Full-Time Dream was first in the house tonight. And then RV Underway and Fred Christie and Mom. And let's see. RV Traveling MIA Researchers come in and Following the Yellow Brick Road. Hello, how are you? Yep, so, and Happy Place Camping is in here too. And Foreverland RV, yay. Everybody's coming in.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Keep talking.
So
I'm counting.
He's counting. You know what though, what I was asking him to do, and I'll still pull it up on my phone, is Google sends you the timeline of everywhere that you've been, and it tells you how many cities you've been in and how many miles you've traveled. And so I said, let's just pull that up and we can share that. And I mean, because I kind of think it's pretty cool that it does that. Has anybody else ever used it? Hey, Follow the Moon, how are you?
Hey guys. Well, the last time we talked, we were in Missouri.
Ooh,
that's our last live stream in Missouri.
That was a while ago.
Yeah, we were getting ready to leave Missouri and head out. And so since then, we have been in 20 different campgrounds, harvest hosts, boondock, whatever. In a lot of states. Now, for our Patreon and YouTube members, hopefully you've seen it. I posted a video a day or so ago that showed all of the places we've been. We updated the map stickers.
And we have Extraordinary Journey and
hi
Endless
guys.
RVing in here. Hello, guys.
Hey, Izzy and MJ. And
yes, they just had their big meetup.
Yep, and happy belated anniversary to you guys.
Yeah. What fun times they've had, too.
Mm-hmm. And we have just been rolling. Well, like it says in the thumbnail here, or the title, we've done a little over 3,000 miles since the middle of June. And
in June, according to Google, we did 60 cities and 150 places, and that was just June. So that's a lot.
Yeah. And so where are we at now, you may want to know? Well, we're outside. What's it look like?
We actually have a really cool site, and it has blackberries. All these are blackberry bushes.
All of these are
blackberry bushes, and it's time to pick blackberries. Yep, they're all over. I don't know if they're all over the Pacific Northwest or just Washington here. I don't know, but in Tacoma, they're everywhere, and they say just stop along the side of the road and pick your blackberries.
Yep. Oh,
Make your cobblers.
real quick, how is our sound quality? Are we sounding okay? Because we're trying different microphones that we've never tried before on a live stream. So let us know what you think of the sound quality. And there'll be a prize for the first person who gives us an accurate, good answer on our sound quality. And that prize would be Endless RVing. And the prize would be you can tell everybody you were the first to comment on our microphone setup. So thank you for that. Enjoy your prize.
Hello, forever best friend. How are you, Charlie Grace?
Yep. And Talon is with us, but she is laying under the table right now. We just got back from museum and lunch.
Right. The Washington State History Museum.
Well, now they know kind of where we're at.
They already know where we're at.
Oh, okay.
I said on Instagram, we're in Tacoma.
Yeah, we're actually at Joint Base Lewis McChord at the Holiday RV Park, which is on the McChord side. There's actually 3 military campgrounds here at Lewis McChord. There's 2 on the Army side. Well, technically, 1 on the Army side, and then across the interstate is the National Guard base, where there's another one. So there's 3 here. The National Guard base one is actually right on the beach.
Right.
And the one on the Army side has some river view or lake view, whatever that is. I can't remember. But it's very quiet, very nice. Tall trees, lots of shade, and it's actually kind of chilly right now.
Extraordinary Journey said we need to go to the Glass Museum. I want to go there, but they're closed until Thursday.
Yep. We were sitting right outside of it.
We were outside of it today. Yep.
Well, yeah, the one in Tacoma, not the one in Seattle.
Right. Well, that's a park.
Oh, it's a
not
park.
A museum. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we were right outside of it, but it is closed. They're on winter hours, even though it's summer.
Yeah, that was weird. They had a sign saying winter hours in effect. Well, I don't know. Whatever. So.
But we did do the glass bridge. That was pretty cool.
Right, that was. And you got the list?
I do.
Okay. What's on the list?
All the people we have seen. Do you remember them all?
We have seen a ton of her family, and we've met a lot of new family. Those of you who've been around me for a while, I always say we don't have friends, we have family. So we've welcomed a lot of people into our family. And it's just been a wild ride. And do I remember? I don't remember all of your actual blood relatives that we ran into, which was a lot. I mean, we did at the last live stream, we talked about the how do you say it? Literally running into your mom in Missouri.
Yeah.
And we talked about that, which was the second time we've randomly ran into your mom in a different state. Right.
And then when we were in Kansas City, we met up with K&R and with Backroads RVing and Backroads Art Studio. Yep. And had dinner with them, and then and tooled around in Kansas City. And then our next, I don't know. Well, we met Eldon and Rita. They were our Boondockers Welcome hosts in Minnesota. I almost said Mississippi.
Blue Earth.
In Blue Earth, Minnesota. And they were wonderful people. RVers too. So if you ever see them out on the road, you need to say hello. And they will make you feel more than welcome wherever they are. And then the next meetup we had was in Sioux City. My sister and her husband, they just happened to be in Omaha. So they decided they were going to pop up and see us there. And so we were really excited about that. And we got to see them, not for a real long time, not for a real long visit, but that's okay. We'll take whatever we can get. And so that was really fun.
Okay. Yeah. Extraordinary Journey. We're sorry we missed you guys too. Follow the Yellow Brick Road. We were in Kansas City.
Oh, yeah. And they're from Follow the Yellow Brick Road from Hannibal. We weren't near Hannibal. We were just in Kansas City. Yeah. Mark Twain is from Hannibal. So yeah, we'd love to get back and do some more. We decided that this trip is really our scouting out
Yeah.
of places we really want to go back to. So we're like pinpointing the areas that are like, okay, we've seen everything here. We don't need to come back, or we want to come back. There's so much more to do.
Right. We are
And,
in the preliminary planning stages of westward expansion 2022.
So after our meetup in Sioux City and that, we well, there's a funny story about somebody we met in Rapid City, but we didn't actually meet them till later. So I'll tell you that in a minute. But we didn't get to meet up with a couple people in Rapid City because we were really on the go quite a bit.
Yes, we were.
And then when we got to Missoula, I got to see my mom's cousin and his family, and we enjoyed our time there. That was so much fun. He and Michael got the drone out and flew it a little bit, and he's a pilot, so he enjoyed that. And
I'm a pilot.
Okay, I was meaning her cousin, Larry. He's a pilot, like an actual pilot. And then we went up to go see my cousin.
Oh, I'm not an actual pilot?
Well,
okay. I got my FAA card.
Okay. And so then we went to go see my cousin Pete, who is in Kalispell, and he just took a job there, and his family hasn't even got there yet. We got to see his house before even furniture was in the house. It's a pretty awesome house.
Yeah, near Glacier National Park.
Yeah, and a really, really oh man, it's a nice area. His family's gonna love it when they get there. And he is also a pilot, an actual pilot, helicopter, Coast Guard. Yep.
Retired.
So retired.
Yeah.
So this is his first job after retirement. He
and
decided to go somewhere quiet.
Yeah.
Can't imagine that.
Well, better. It's a lot quieter in DC for sure. And we stayed at an awesome harvest host.
Yes. I mean, with hookups and everything, like it's sweet. And then we got to, my mom's already posting in there. Pete's an actual pilot too. Yes, I know. I mentioned. And then we went down to see my cousin in Utah, cousins, and my aunt in Utah. And we got to see her whole family. And we're sitting at dinner. And what happens? She's like, oh, you're going to be one of the first people to know. But I'm waiting because Katie's going to get engaged tonight. She's being proposed to. And within 5 minutes, the phone rang and it was all excitement. Yes. So we are so happy for Katie and Desmond.
So we celebrated over yak meatballs.
We did. That wasn't.
And I say that slowly. Yak meatballs. Meatballs. Not the other. Maybe yak meat. Okay.
Maybe because I made that mistake once.
Yeah.
Of saying it wrong.
Excuse me.
But anyway, that was so much fun. We got to hang out with them and visit. And so another reason we're going to be coming back west, there's a wedding next year. Yay! So we're very excited about that. And then we got to meet Debbie and Ken when we went to our next stop right outside of Utah. It was in Nevada, right?
Yes, it was in Nevada.
Yeah, it was in Nevada. And then funny, we met them on the morning that we were all leaving, but we were all going to the same spot.
Yeah,
3 hours down the road.
It was funny because we got an Instagram message saying, "Hey, we love your channel, and we're parked right behind you. Can we meet?" And we were getting ready to leave, and they were getting ready to leave too, actually. And,
hey, camping therapy.
And so we went outside, talked to them for a long time, and like Shelly said, found out they were caravanning with some people, which was, they were breaking up from a caravan.
Yeah, they had like a couple stops.
Yeah, it was winding. The caravan was winding down. And we were going to the same campground outside of Reno, so we got to actually spend more time with them, hang out, and have dinner, which was awesome. They had a great time, good people, and
and so we got to visit with them, and we had so much in common. And then we got to hang out with them a little bit more, and go to dinner. And boy, it's just a lot of fun. So we can't wait to meet up with them again.
Yep.
And their Instagram is Moonbear Travels, if you'd like to go check them out. They do a lot of posting on Instagram. And then we went in to see more family. I got to see
a lot of family.
my mom's sister, so my aunt and her husband, and then their 3 girls and their families, and then 2 of my mom's cousins came over. So I mean, literally like family reunion. It was so much fun. We got to do all kinds of neat, crazy stuff, going to the water park, and I got this really neat video about bees coming out. Yep, if you've seen it, I've donned the bee suit, and
It'll be the bee's knees.
it's a little fear factor-ish, but we managed, and it was fun, and that was a really, really good time. Yeah. Then we went north,
And we headed north.
Yep, and we saw my my sister-in-law in Portland, and then we came up here and saw another cousin on my dad's side, and we met with our friends Carrie and Lisa last night, and yeah, so we have just really just done a lot.
And on that note, I know last night McGuire's on Tires shouted us out. I want to thank them for that.
That was really nice.
And they had sent us an email, so we knew that was going to happen, and we'd already told them that we had plans to meet. So unfortunately, we weren't able to make that live stream, but I did want to say publicly thank them for giving us a shout out.
Yeah, that was really nice of them.
Yeah.
So,
and I'm not from South Carolina. Like it's
right.
Yeah, he did make one mistake. He said both us and Riley Creative Travel are both based in South Carolina, just like they are. No, we're not based anywhere, but we've never lived in South Carolina at all. So we've gone there a lot. We love South Carolina.
Yep.
But I'm from North Carolina. She's from Ohio. And we're based out of, right now we're based out of Joint Base Lewis McChord in Washington State. You ask me next week, we'll be based out of somewhere else.
That's right.
Or this weekend, actually. So we're rolling this weekend.
Yep, we're rolling this weekend. So we're really excited on all the people that we've been able to see, which all of you know that California was like the state. You know, we had to hit that because of so much family there. And it wasn't that I'm like not caring about the others. It was just like California was like the westist state I could go to.
Yeah, Foreverland, that is correct.
With all of our family. Yes.
100%.
So when I meant get to California, it meant see everybody before California to that end of the line there. So we got to see everybody, and that was so much fun. Just seeing, I think that's been the highlight of our trip. And then here in Lewis McChord too, we've made really good friends too.
Yeah. And so now you can tie in your
now I can tie in my Rapid City. Okay, so and I'm all of a sudden the name went out of my head. Segal and Carrie. That's right, Carrie and Terry.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Segal and Carrie are down on the end, and they came over, introduced themselves, and they are wonderful people, and we got to hang out with them. And then they introduced us to the other Tiffin owners, because we're all Tiffin owners, and it happened to be a couple that was at Ellsworth Air Force Base when we were there, and
right in front of us. Actually, I mean, they were like they called them wagon wheels there. Yep. They were in the next wagon wheel over. So when we walked out, we saw the side of their RV every time we walked out.
Yep. So Terry and Rhonda said, "Oh my goodness, I know I saw you there," and she just couldn't place like talking to us. She goes, "I know I've talked to you," and I said, "I don't know," and she said, "Well." She said that her and her husband, that they kept trying to meet up with us, but we were running so much, we were never there when they were looking and stuff. So anyway, come to find out, we had met in the laundry room, actually. I was in there one time, and that was when they had just arrived, and they came in, and I told them that which dryers we were using. And we had a conversation about the laundry, because they had free laundry there. So it was pretty cool. And so that was really fun. And she made us the most awesome homemade cherry pie. And she did it in her convection oven in the RV. And I was just like, you could open up a bake shop with pies.
JC Journey.
So that was really cool. Yeah. So I enjoyed our meetups. And I probably left somebody out that I didn't intend to. I'm telling you, we have met so many wonderful people.
We try to write it all down, but we're bad at that too.
Well, if somebody gives me a card or their names or something, I try to go in, and we do have a spreadsheet. And
Erin
put all that on there.
Jemison. showed up.
Yes. Hello,
We're going to run into
Aaron.
you, my friend, here in a few months. We'll talk about that later. Or actually, I might talk to you about that offline. But we're going to be running into you finally.
Yep, excited about that too. So I think it's really fun when you do get to meet up with people and, and be able to see them. And there's a few people that we've tapped into that are somewhere in the area. Like we're going to kind of be doing a little dance like this of if we're in the same spots, but we are covering the same area over the next several months. And so I am sure there's a meetup spot in there somewhere.
Yes, Aaron, in Texas.
Yes.
We will be, our daughter and son-in-law are stationed at Dyess Air Force Base there. And we've actually been to the Whistle Stop RV park. We were there last year, this time last year. And, July. It was July 21, before we closed on the house. And so we've been there. Nice place.
It is a very nice place.
Don't have to worry about mowing the grass there because there isn't any.
No, but it is a really nice place. We did a video on it, didn't we?
Yeah, there's a video out there on it.
Yeah.
Campground review. Nice place.
And so do y'all like my flowers behind me? We went to Pikes Market yesterday. That place is pretty cool.
Seattle, yep.
In Seattle. And I had to get me some flowers. So they're known for having beautiful flowers,
and
really inexpensive, and throwing fish. And the gum wall.
Which was gross.
It was oddly weird, but fun to watch at the same time. It was kind of. We did not catch a fish. They didn't throw it to people. They only threw it back and forth to themselves.
COVID.
COVID stuff. Yeah. In fact, I was told today, I went into the education office today here, and the gentleman was telling me that they only recently started that back up, like maybe a few months ago.
Yeah.
If that. So Washington's been on lockdown for a long time, and so they've only recently been doing a lot of stuff here. So.
Yeah.
But it's pretty cool.
So if you haven't figured it out yet, we have done a ton of stuff in the last 2 months.
Yes.
And coincidentally, that also means we're about 2 months behind on our videos. The last video we put out last Tuesday was us in Des Moines. And that was almost exactly 2 months ago when we actually filmed that. So here's what we're going to do to play catch up.
We need to catch up.
For our YouTube members and Patreon members, we're going to be posting a lot of videos of the stuff, mostly unedited, so you can see where I mess up and all that stuff, and so you guys can see that stuff. Only we're not going to. We might post clips on regular YouTube, but we are going to be 99% of these videos are going to be for YouTube and Patreon members only. And that way, so next week, excuse me. So next week, our video, instead of being in Minnesota or South Dakota, we may be in Montana. No, North Dakota. Whatever.
We can go to North Dakota.
Okay, we won't have any North Dakota videos. Well, we might.
I got to remind them where we've been.
Or Wyoming or something. They're going to be something further west. So you're going to see a big jump on regular YouTube, Patreon, and YouTube members. You're just going to have a lot of content to watch.
It might be a little out of order.
Yeah. But because we have just done so much, that's really the only way to kind of keep up. We want to be 3 to 4 weeks behind on the videos, but not 8, 9, 10 weeks behind, which is what we are now. As a matter of fact, I've got some campground reviews and product how-tos that are scheduled to drop in October. That's just how much stuff we have. Hey, James, how you doing? So we just got a lot of stuff. Which
our Patreon members already saw. We did our map video where we stuck the sticker on the map, and our map is
doubled in size, or doubled in completion, rather, whatever you call it.
all of a sudden it makes me a little bit prouder to run with my map a little bit more filled in than it was.
Hey, Sean.
It is nice to have Forever Best Friend. It's nice to have videos in your back pocket, kind of that, if something happened and you needed to pull something out, you could, do a quick edit and put it out or whatever. And so we agree. We just need to kind of catch up a little bit and kind of take some of our major highlights of videos. Some of the stuff that was, I'm going to just say, I don't think there was hardly anything that we've done that was like, it'll still be a good video. We can put it out, but I mean, it's just an okay place. We really didn't have a lot of that. Everywhere we have gone has been like pretty cool. And so maybe not everybody else's taste, but for us, but I think most of it has been pretty spectacular.
Yeah, Aaron, we've had a few people actually tell us that same thing. We're leaving here in a couple of days, so we don't really have time for that, and we're heading back south, making our southern expedition.
Hey, Sean Bierman.
And but that is actually on our Epic Western Expansion 2022
and the
calendar.
American Wanderer. Hello.
Hey there.
They're jumping in.
Yeah, awesome. And we've had a lot of stuff happen since our last live stream, and we've got some news that we're just chomping at the bit to announce to you guys, but everything's not finalized yet, so we really can't say anything. But
unfortunately,
we've got some very exciting things coming up that hopefully we'll be able to announce by next week.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Hopefully.
We're having another call on it this week.
Yeah.
So we'll
see. And it's not a product endorsement or a sponsorship or anything like that.
No.
But it is a partnership.
Yes.
And it's something that's very near and dear to our hearts and has been for years before YouTube. So we're very excited about where the Lord is leading us, and we're just excited to see what that's going to be. For our YouTube and Patreon members, we're going to be adding some more context to that. So we'll give you guys a bigger hint probably by tomorrow on YouTube members and Patreon, and give you guys the head, and the members will get the
direction we're going,
the legit announcement at least a couple of days ahead of everybody else, if not more. And why, I've already pushed Patreon and YouTube membership twice, so I'm just going to say this. All the money we make, every dime we make, no matter how we make it off social media, under our Epic RV Adventure brand, if you will, we don't keep a dime. We don't spend a dime of it. It all goes to a Christian-based veterans charity, which is a little different than what we've said in the past. And that's part of the direction change we're going in. But it's going to be Christian-based veterans charities. And so with that said, I think we need to keep moving on before I spill any more beans. But I just want you to remind everybody that no matter how you give to us, by watching our videos and letting the ads run, buying stuff from our Amazon links, or
our shirts, which we're not wearing tonight,
or any of the memberships, all that money is going to, all the money that we get from it, YouTube takes a big chunk, but all the money we actually get, all the revenue we receive, is going to go to Christian-based veterans charities, and one in particular that we've been working with for years. So again, for YouTube. So, I was just trying to keep up on the comments here. I got to lean forward to read. But yeah, so I'm very excited about what the future holds for us. God is good. That's all I got to say.
Very.
What's else is on the list?
Let's see. You're driving here. Have you ever
Oh,
driven
that's it.
in?
My personal driving.
No. Have you ever been in Tacoma, Seattle area
It's a
with
little
people
crazy.
driving?
It's a little crazy.
Well, it's not even the people. Some of it is the
Idle
actual.
Cruises is here. Hi.
Hey, Sandy and Phil, how are you guys?
Yeah, we miss you guys.
Yes, we miss you guys a lot. Have you ever been out here and driven? Because it's almost like the road patterns, because Google tells you to keep to the right, but then your turn is left, even though Google's telling you the right, because you actually stay to the right, but then you have to get over left to go left. Like it's weird, because if you go to the left, like today, it was 2 left turns. So you had to stay in the right lane to go to the left. And it was really weird.
Oh, thank you for the super chat.
Oh, thank you guys.
Not necessary.
Talon treats for Talon's favorites. Yep. Talon's treats. She loves the military. I love that.
I'm glad I remembered to do that.
I know.
So what happened today on our way back from Tacoma? A couple of things, and they all happened within the span of a couple of minutes, less than half a mile or so.
That was just interesting.
Okay, it was a 4-lane street with a center turn lane. I'm in the left-hand lane at a stoplight, and there's a car in the left turn lane right next to me. Light turns green, the car takes off and drives in front of me. Okay.
We're like, okay.
All right. Very next light, 1 block later, the car is still in front of me in that left-hand lane. The light's red. The light turns green. He makes a left turn.
Not from the turning lane.
Not from the turning lane.
From the middle lane.
From the middle lane. And that was weirdness. No, not in the RV, Aaron. We're in the car. Thank goodness.
In the car. But it doesn't.
We've had
sounds
weirdness
like
happen in the RV too. I think all of us could have
I think there's a driving story anywhere.
A multi-day gripe session on weird things that happen when you're driving your RV.
I just think that's the weirdest thing was when we came out here, was specifically here.
Excuse us. It's time for retreat coming up, which means it's also time for the end. So we're just going to go ahead and close it now, unfortunately, because we're going to stand up and honor the flag. So appreciate all you guys for watching this video. We love you, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
See ya.